A recent poll suggests that 1 in 4 Albertans would vote to separate from Canada in a referendum. But are those Albertans serious about that choice? At this Conservative rally in Nisku, in a CBC Radio interview, an attendee says the idea is indeed serious, and the upcoming election could impact that choice.
Oh, it's very critical. If the Liberals get in, Alberta will separate, guaranteed.
An Angus Reid Institute survey asked 2,400 participants if they would vote to have their province become its own independent country. Respondents in Alberta are second most likely to, with 25% saying yes. Saskatchewan next at 20%, while Quebec leads all provinces in the poll with 28%.
The hardcore separatists in Alberta are really part of a global group of folks who are, quite frankly, tired of losing not just elections, but losing credibility, losing their livelihoods, and don't know quite who or what to blame, but they know something big has to change.
But some Albertans think the idea of separating from Canada is more of a symbol of frustration.
It's not very well thought out, because if we leave Canada, where do we go? And if the only alternative is to go to the United States, that's not much of an alternative for me.
I understand the concern for it, just because I believe Albertans tend to have a more, conservative ways of doing things compared to other provinces. But at the same time, I would like to be known as a Canadian and not just Albertan.
On Monday, Alberta's premier was asked about the rising sentiment around a referendum.
I have to acknowledge that there's a lot of unhappiness on the part of Albertans in the way we've been treated by the Liberal government for the past 10 years. And so I want to be able to see what happens after the next election, and then I'll gauge where Albertans are at that point.
And that Angus Reid poll links much of Alberta's separatist sentiment to perceived respect, with about a quarter of the province saying they feel respected by the rest of the country. As for Premier Smith, she says she has a list of demands for the next Prime Minister, and addressing those could go a long way for national unity. Travis McEwan, CBC News, Edmonton.